ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਫਲੇਮਸ ਟੀਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਸਟ ਤਰਨਜੋਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਵਿਨਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੜੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੈਡਲ ਡੋਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਗੋਲ ਤੇ ਗੋਲ ਹੀ ਸਕੋਰ ਹੋਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ NHL ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ। ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਬਈ, ਤੇ ਉਹੋ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੋਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ। ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਆ ਮੈਕੈਂਜੀ ਵੀਗਰ। 15 ਗੋਲ ਮੈਕੈਂਜੀ ਵੀਗਰ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਡਿਫੈਂਸਮੈਨ ਕੈਟੇਗਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਜਗ੍ਹਾ 'ਤੇ ਹੈਗਾ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਸ ਪਲੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤਾਂ ਆਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਲੀਏ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਖੜਾ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਕੈਂਜੀ ਵੀਗਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਆਓ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ। Mackenzie, welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling great.
We'll get right into it. I'm here to talk to you about the season you're having. You currently sit atop the NHL goal scoring category for the defenseman with 15. How cool is that for you? And just how's that feel knowing your path to the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me a long time ago, I don't think I'd tell you I'd be sitting at the top of the league. Obviously Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar and those guys sitting at the top. It's pretty cool to be part of that. I think for myself, I think last year, in the off season, I think I tried, to get my shots through a little bit more in the summertime and just working on that. And this year it's sort of been a little bit of puck luck and a little bit of working on getting my shots through. So, obviously thankful for my teammates. Maybe some screens help that out, but I'm happy at where my shot is and happy I'm contributing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that contributing. Of course, you got your first NHL hat trick a couple of weeks back against the Islanders. How did that feel? We talked about your road to the NHL. How cool has it been to adjust to this level, knowing the amount of work you've had to put in to get here?
Yeah, well, first of all, the hat trick was great. That was pretty cool. I never saw that coming for myself. As a D-man, you don't really go into games thinking you're going to get a hat trick. But, Hubie saw me with the empty net. I knew he was going to pass over to me. So that was pretty cool. But obviously it's been a long path for me. Put a lot of work in to get to where I am, a lot of support along the way. But I just try to adapt to certain teams. Obviously, it's a new team for me in certain situations, playing the left side. So I think adapting at this pro level is huge. It gets you further, and that's one of those things that I've learned to get to where I am.
Your D partner Rasmus Anderson. Just touch a little bit about on that. How cool, how awesome has it been to share the ice with him, and just a little bit about you playing on your offside. Do you like playing on your offside a little or your strong side?
Yeah, razzle dazzle. He's great to play with. Actually, when I played in Florida, he was obviously one of those guys that I saw on the other team, and I knew he'd be pretty fun to play with, and here I am playing beside him. So it's a treat to play with him. He's a great skater. He's an elite defenseman, great shot. We get along great outside the rink together. So that's been an easy adjustment. But I think playing that offside, I do like it. Especially playing with him. I mean, he's so great, on the right side. But I think this year, I get one tease in the offensive zone. I can see the ice a little bit better. But I don't mind it at all. It's something that I adjusted and adapted to when I was in Florida. So I don't mind it at all. I like playing the offside.
Yeah, you're in your second season in Calgary. How has the adjustment to the city been for you, and what are some of your favorite things to do on off days in the city?
Yeah, this city's been great. Even last night at the event, just great people. Everybody, even in my DMs or on Twitter, everybody has great things to say. Everybody's a class act in this city. It's been an easy adjustment. I feel comfortable here. It's my second home. Sometimes it feels like my first home here. It's a special place. And some things I like to do on my off days. Launch pad's great. Golf there. They got the heaters on in the wintertime. And there's great restaurants here. Me and my fiance like to go out and get some food. Bridget Bar, Major Tom are some of our favorites. So we like to get out. There's great food here.
You touched a little bit about how great the Sea of Red is. How appreciative are you of the support that the fans give, and how motivated are you by them supporting you every day in and out?
Yeah, it's the fan base here is the best in the league. They're so supportive of us. We want to give it our all every time we play in front of them. But they know the game so well, so that when you go and talk to them, they know how you played last game or how the team's doing, which is pretty cool. You can talk hockey with them. But, I want to win. I want to win a cup in this city, and for these fans, they've been waiting a long time, and they deserve it.
Just to get into the personal side of it, we know the number behind a sweater means a lot to a player. So let's get into it for yourself. You wear number 52.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I know there's a neat little story behind the number 52 for you. What's the inspiration behind that for you?
Yeah, my cousin, obviously. It's funny because he's a lot older than I am, so a lot of people think he's my uncle. But my dad's the youngest in the family, and then his mom's the oldest, so that's why the age difference, there's a big gap there. But he wore 52 in Montreal, and I always watched him as a kid, wear that number. I thought it would be cool to, keep that in the family, keep it as a tradition, and, hopefully maybe I'll be able to pass it down and keep that number going. But, he was definitely a big inspiration of mine to get to where I am.
We know some players in the hockey world have superstitions or routines before the game. What does Mr. MacKenzie Weegar have before a game? Like any superstition or routine that you follow on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I got a few for sure. I wear a black suit. That's usually what I stick with. I had to graduate from my underwear that I wore for almost 9 years. The boys made me change it. They were all ripped up, so I had to graduate from those. But then obviously I got a good routine. I come in, cut my stick, always put new laces in my skates. Me and Hubie go play soccer, come back, video, and then I stretch, do the same routine. Everything is the same way all the time, and I think that's an important part. But I think also that if something does kind of mess up or I have to tweak something, I don't get bothered by it. So I can make an adjustment here or there.
There has been a video going around. You've probably seen it.
Okay.
Video going around from your time with the Panthers. You were on a road trip in Ottawa.
Okay.
And there's a meme going around. You've probably seen it.
I have, yeah.
Let me turn it up.
Vibes are immaculate.
That's great.
Much better than this.
So where did that come from? What is what's that like?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I missed that long hair too, actually. I wish I could grow that back
Are we
out.
gonna bring it back?
I don't know, maybe. It took me a while to get there, but I did a weather with Weegsy in Florida. I used to do the weather on the road, and obviously I was back home in my home city. It might have been minus 40 and gray, but I just said the vibes were immaculate because I was just back home and in my home city. But it's a funny meme. The boys still give it to me a little bit here and there if something happens. But I like doing that kind of stuff.
Can we get you to recreate it? Look at the camera. Let's get
The vibes are immaculate, baby.
Well, that's MacKenzie Weegar, everyone. Thanks for joining me, Weegs. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਮੈਕੈਂਜੀ ਵੀਗਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਚੰਗੇ ਸੁਭਾਅ ਦਾ ਪਲੇਅਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਮੈਕੈਂਜੀ ਵੀਗਰ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਮਾਣ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਗਲੇ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ